Hey Taurus, it's Heather here with Earth Empress. I hope you guys are doing well. This is going to be your May mid-month check-in. It's going to be general for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and Taurus. And with that being said, guys, it's not going to resonate for absolutely everyone out there. If it doesn't seem to fit for you guys, there are a ton of amazing readers out there. So feel free to click on one of the links or videos down below. If you're cross-watching, this could very well resonate for you. You could be this main energy in there versus the Taurus. As always, take it as it resonates, guys. And with that, I have a couple cards out here for you guys. I am going to say, as always, thank you for the likes, subscribe, shares, comments, feedback. It really brings such positivity to me. It just kind of gives me affirmation from time to time that what I'm doing, it really is helping people, and that was the sole basis of me ever beginning this journey. I do finally have my website up, guys. It is lightworkersouls.com, and taking mine, it's still being worked on, but I do have a few articles in there. If you guys would like to take a read, you can subscribe to that as well. Don't feel obligated to, and I am going to continue doing these wonderful videos to connect with you guys as well. So I'm going to grab just a couple more for this second row. What else can we get for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter? All right, Taurus. So we are jumping in here. Oh, I love that. You guys popped up in here. You usually do. Okay, so first out of the gate, we have this Six of Wands. So I feel like some of you Taurans are coming to a point of both recognizing where you want to put your energy, what you want to put your all into, where you want to give your all, as well as some acknowledgement, some recognition coming in for work that you've been putting in. I feel like some of you have been working, building towards something for quite a while now. It feels like a passion project. This could very well be, for some of you, a connection that you've been working towards as well, and you're finally seeing a little bit of victory in it. I say that because we have the Lovers right next to it, guys. The Lovers is the card of Gemini, but it is, a deep, soulful connection, very spiritual, very enlightened. And it is also a choice. The Lovers originally was a choice. So I feel like some of you Tauruses out there, keep in mind it is general, have choices either in life and direction and where you're headed, or you have a connection and you have choices to make when it comes to your heart chakra. Where are you being led? Where's your soul leading to you? Really what speaks to your soul. I feel like a lot of you, with all of the energy that's been going around, and with, Uranus going into Taurus, and we had the new moon that was in Taurus not long ago, it's kind of shaking things up a little bit, and it's really causing us to kind of get in tune, spiritually centered, with what our true purpose is and what aligns with our true purpose. Who aligns with our true purpose? Who we want to be with, where we want to go, what we want to do, what we want to create. Eight of Pentacles, working towards it. You guys are working towards it. Maybe you're learning new things. Maybe you're learning new trades, new skills. You're working and building and learning towards something that's a new project as well. I keep getting new ventures, new projects. And this was after a period of cleansing and leaving the old behind. Eight of Swords. This can be, leaving connections behind. But for me, the swords are mental. It's a very air quality. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, of course. But with the swords, I also see it as something inside of you sometimes. And for me, this feels like you guys leaving behind connections, people, places, things. But it feels like mental, not stagnation, but maybe, the way that you look at things, the way that you thought about things before, like you're being expanded and opened up, and your whole being is just blossoming into this transformative, creature. It's like you guys are becoming so spiritually in tune that you cannot deny anymore what your soul is calling you to do. We have this Maiden of Wands here. This is the Page of Wands equivalent in General Tarot, guys. This is messages coming through. It can also be going out towards things. Passion. passion, creativity, things that, you know, you really feel guided and called to do, or messages, things that come in that are guided and called for you to inspire you. And it's for you, Queen of Pentacles, Taurus energy right here. Very grounded, very in your power, very solid, nurturing, giving, just committed to your abundance, to your prosperity. You know, you see her holding this coin. You know, the coins to me are so much more than just money. I feel like the pentacles are spirituality as well. It's like you guys you're in tune right now, and it's like everyone's receptors are just picking up on it. With this Three of Cups especially, you guys are in a period of, I want to say jubilation, which is weird because I don't really use that word, but you know, you're very inspired and happy and celebrating. And I feel like you're celebrating a next chapter. I feel like you guys are celebrating your next chapter that you're headed towards. You've got the Fool card here. You're headed towards something. Some kind of new beginning. Something that you feel strongly guided to, or you strongly believe in. Because, you know, the Fool, it can be a naive energy, but this feels guided. It feels highly guided. So since it's general, I'm going to kind of just go into the different ways that this could resonate. With the Six of Wands and the Lovers, if this is a commitment, if this is a connection with someone, this is deciding to leave behind certain ways of being in order to stand in your power. And because of that, it's almost pulling them towards you to take chances on things, to take chances on new beginnings, to come in with passionate messages, to kind of, and you're just kind of standing there. You know, if you've been waiting on someone for a while, which 7 and 8 of Pentacles for me, it can indicate, you know, wanting to put the work in, but sometimes waiting. It feels like this person's finally getting to a state of mind, and maybe that's what that 8 of Swords is too, where they can finally come in and offer something versus maybe before they weren't willing or ready or weren't able to offer things for you. Because you're standing in that power. You're standing in your power, and you're just like, okay, if you're coming, that's fine. If you're not, you're not. I'm fine. Either way you go, you're solid as a rock, Taurus, which is phenomenal. So what else can we get for Taurus? We have, what is this? 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, you guys are. You're working towards your happiness. You're working towards your prosperity, your abundance, that happy home, what that looks like for you, what you want that to entail. Okay, you guys have 4 8s on the board, so that's for someone. You know, 8, 8, 8, 8, that's 24. That's 6. So this apparently has been a period of healing for you guys too, because it does break down to 6, which is a very healing. You know, maybe some of you with this new moon energy and then the Libra energies that just came through, you've had a lot of purging, healing, and cleansing in your souls. And it's caused you to reach this point of empowerment in yourself and self-love and respect and just knowing your purpose, knowing who you are, and not tolerating anyone or anything that isn't in alignment with that, which is phenomenal. You have 10 of Pentacles to the Ace of Swords. So yeah, you guys are... I feel like you guys are getting real clear, real firm in what you want to build, where you want to be. You know what your happiness is. I feel like you know if this is about a person, I feel like you know who has your heart, who has your soul, and what you want to build with this person. And if this is you individually on your journey, you are, again, you know what's going to make you happy. You know what you want. And you're standing firm in your power. And I feel like you're kind of waiting for it to come to you too. 8 of Wands, it's like you know it's coming. 8 of Wands, anything that the 8 touches, it kind of stirs, rapid, fast-paced. Well, it's falling under this 8 of Pentacles and this 3 of Cups. So working towards some kind of happiness, some kind of joy, celebrations, you know, friendships. It could be you guys building a soul tribe, and that like kickstarts and pushes you forward into your power even more because you're surrounded with people that have your best interest at heart, that are on the same path as you, that are divinely guided, and they see the light like you do. And then you have the 8 of Cups here, leaving what doesn't serve you behind. It's the same as that 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords for me, it's almost a self-imposed prison. It's like you have the blindfold off, and if you would just take it off you could see things clearly and see that you're not trapped. You know, you can get away. You can leave those ways of being, thinking, doing things behind. Well, with the Eight of Cups falling under it and the Fool, you're taking chances and you're leaving things behind. You are. You've made a decision at some point to take a leap of faith on your happiness, on your prosperity, on your abundance. Maybe some of you are building businesses. Maybe some of you have a passion project. Again, I keep getting that. You know, a hobby, something, a venture, and you know that taking a chance on this would bring a lot of abundance. It could bring a lot. It's like you see the light at the end of the tunnel, and that's because that Ace of Swords, that clarity's come in, and I mean, you know, that's all I can say. I just feel like you guys know. You know what this is. It's speaking to your soul. I feel like it's been building for a while. And this Eight of Cups falling under that Eight of Swords and that Fool, you're pulling the blindfold off, taking a leap, and leaving behind what does not serve you anymore. And that is a beautiful place to be, Taurus. That is some power to have. You guys are headed in the right direction towards the end of May. Like, you are. You're taking leaps. You know what you want. You know your happiness. You know it's coming in. The eights are spiritually in tune cards. This Eight of Wands is a very highly spiritual card. So, you know, it's rapid, it's fast paced, but it could be synchronicities coming in, opportunities coming in. And that's your guides, that's spirit sending things your way to kind of get your attention and say, okay, look, you're on the right track. You're doing it. You're making it happen. Just stick with it. Stick with it. Stick with your truth, your personal truth. Stay in alignment. You know, stick with what speaks to you and your soul. That's awesome, Taurus. That is phenomenal. All right. I'm going to grab a couple of my oracle cards. What else can we get for Taurus? I feel like that's what it's come down to for a lot of you, yeah. And do one more. Anything else for Taurus? Okay. We have be you and surrender. Yeah. I feel like a lot of you are on this divinely guided path right now, and it's, again, like I said, you are sitting back and letting it come to you. It's just like you feel it. You know that as long as you stay in alignment and you move towards what you're called to do, and you do it with passion and creativity, and it's from the heart, it's divine guidance. I mean, it is surrender. Give it to the universe. And I feel like a lot of you have. Maybe that's what the period of the new moon and you know, the full moons were for you. It was purging. It was saying, okay, you know, I'm on this divinely guided path. I have this purpose. I'm called to do something. I'm giving it to you. You show me the way, and I'm going to have faith that it's going to happen. And it is happening. It is rapidly happening right now because you guys are making decisions to leave behind things, and you put that faith in the universe. And it's because I feel like you guys are getting more in tune with who you are. You are getting more in tune with your inner essence, you know, versus the ego. It's the soul. And the more you dig deep and get in tune with your soul, the quicker you go down your divinely guided path. It's like there's no barriers anymore. If there's no barriers, then the universe can get to work so much quicker. And spirit just gets behind you and kind of gives you that nudge. And, you know, they're like, okay, this is it. We're going. We're on a mission. All right, so what can we get? Animal, medicine, spirit can we get for Taurus? Oh, I love that. Lion. Let's see. We have the wolf, the lamb, the tiger, buffalo, the phoenix, and the cobra. Yeah, so the cobra is about knowing your guides. Knowing that the wisdom, the guides, spiritual, they are surrounding you. And they are giving you wisdom. They're giving you insight, synchronicities, dreams. It's like you're being called to do something. And again, you know what it is. You're on a mission. We have the buffalo and the phoenix. I feel like this is the most Taurus card I could get out of this animal deck. The phoenix is about rising from the ashes. So whatever you have been dealing with, whatever you've purged through, it was for a greater purpose, and it's lighting a fire inside of you. You're realizing that you're an overcomer, you're a warrior, you're a spiritual warrior, and there is nothing that's going to stop you on your divine path. The buffalo. So this is spiritual yet grounded. You know, you have your soul in the clouds and your body firmly planted on the ground. You're grounded. This is an embodiment of a spiritually in tune soul that is staying grounded and deliberate in their 3D existence as well. This is the balance, and this is you. You're balancing your actual physical presence, and you're staying grounded and in tune with yourself and in alignment. And at the same time, you have this connection with spirit right now that's, it might feel overwhelming at times, but it's potent, and it's for a purpose. You know, the tiger, going after what you want. No holds barred. You are in a position of power right now. This is a masculine principle card. You are taking control of your abundance, your future, your creativity, your prosperity. And at the end, we have the wolf, which is, of course, about loyalty, family, the protector, provider. Again, Taurus traits. And we have the lamb here. The lamb is someone that is ever present, but internally it's like there's this grace, there's just essence of just being kind, of being generous, of being graceful, of compassion. And I feel like this is what you guys are embodying. It's the more in tune you get, the more on fire you feel, and the more that you embrace this presence of elegance and gracefulness and caring and kindness and giving to others, because you're feeling it in yourself. It's like you're being called and pulled to do this. I love that, Taurus. All right, guys, that's going to be it for your May mid-month check-in. I will see you guys in a couple weeks. Love and light.